guys, it's Terra from Earn, Spend, Live, and in case you didn't know, I'm entirely obsessed with planners, most specifically Day Designer by Whitney English. And today I'm going to talk about how you can use it and adapt it to your own personal lifestyle. So Day Designer comes in several different cover options, and every time there's a launch they come out with new limited edition covers. I don't have a comprehensive set of the covers, but I do have a handful. So we have the one I'm using right now, which is the spotty dots. We have the original black stripe, and this pretty floral one that I've forgotten the name of, but I'm sure it's really cute. So what I love about Day Designer is it's highly structured. It has a space for absolutely everything you could ever need, and then the bonus spaces, you can either use them as they're intended or you can switch them. So on the daily page, you get a spot for your to-do list, which is close to 20 lines long. Then right next to that, you have a spot for your schedule, and that goes from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., which I personally think is amazing because I schedule out pretty much every hour of my day. Even if it's just sitting at home watching TV, I'm gonna write it on my planner. And then above your schedule, you have a spot for your top 3 to-dos for each day, which might not seem like that big of a deal, but if you're a goal setter, and there are goal setting pages that we're gonna talk about in a minute, and this is great for helping you make sure that the things you're doing each day get you further along in your goals. At the bottom of the Day Designer page, there's a horizontal box for notes, which you can use this, the typical way to write down phone numbers or, things you need to pick up at the grocery store. I personally use it to track my meals every single day. I am the kind of person that if I don't track it, I'm gonna end up picking up 6 really small Hershey's and not thinking about it. So I have to write down everything I eat to keep myself just on track and make sure I'm not busting my diet or eating things that I just shouldn't be for no reason. Next to the notes section, there's a box for your daily gratitude, which I think it's a great sentiment. It's something that we should all try to be more aware of every single day, but I personally write in a journal every morning and most nights about my day and the things I'm thankful for. So this box doesn't serve a huge purpose for me, so I changed it. Now I write my workouts here. I'm a fitness challenge junkie. Currently I'm doing 2 challenges, so I have to write down my workouts. Otherwise, I'm not gonna know what I'm doing that day, or I'll get it confused with the day before or the next day, or not really know which workout goes with which challenge. So I write my workouts there and I color code them. So on Earn, Spend, Live, I've talked a lot about how I don't like planners and stickers. It's never been my thing, but on occasion, I will use stickers in my monthly calendar page. The monthly page in the Day Designer, it's nothing different from any normal calendar page, aside from the fact that there's a lot of white space, and I personally love that. The white space above is really important to me because this is where I write down my monthly goals. Every month I set a goal, and I need it somewhere that I'm gonna see it, often. So I write my goals up there, and that way as I flip through the days and go back and forth to make sure I've got my schedule on point, I always see my goals and I know this is something I'm supposed to be working towards every single day. Day Designer brands itself as the strategic planner and daily agenda for living a well-designed life, which pretty much entirely sums up the purpose of this planner and what it's gonna do for you. Aside from the daily page with all of its bells and whistles, Day Designer comes with 4 goal setting pages. So the goal setting pages inside Day Designer are all about helping you figure out what you want for your year. The next 12 months are all about setting your intentions and working towards them every day. And since I am a goal-oriented person, I love these. It's a space for me to jot down my ideas. It's already broken down into different categories. So for instance, there's a help yourself category. This is where I wrote my health goals. I wanted to increase my upper body strength this year. I wanted to increase my flexibility. But then you can also do it for your personal emotional health. So I also said I want to read more because I noticed I wasn't doing enough of that. And that I wanted to cultivate more hobbies and stop watching so much TV. In addition to the help yourself, there's an everyone else section. If you have kids or a husband, this is where you can put down your goals for them and your relationships with them. Then there's attitude and academics. For students, this is so great. Do you want to intern more or volunteer more? Then there's also resources and finance. How much money do you want to save? Do you want to take on a second job so you can save up for that vacation? And then finally, there's trade, career, and biz. So if you have a side hustle, and I don't really know anyone that doesn't nowadays, this is where you can write your goals for that. It's where you write your goals for work. Do you want to get a promotion? Do you want to take on more responsibility? Do you want to start an initiative where everybody can come to this workout class in the rec room together at lunch? And then once you've got all of these filled in and all of your ideas, you get to go through and narrow down the things that overlap. So these will end up being your big ideas, and Data Designer gives you room for 3. After this page, there's also a space for you to write down tasks, ideas, and to-dos that fall in with those 3 big ideas. And it's just, a page with lines for you to write down whatever you want. You can use it however. And the next 2 pages are where it really gets organized, and it can seem very overwhelming. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that it doesn't look intimidating to me, because it absolutely does. But one page has a grid, and each one of those categories that I mentioned before has a column, and they line up with 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and a year. This is where you're gonna write down the tasks that you need to do to achieve those goals and when you want them to be completed. And then you can take it onto the next page, which is where you get to make your goals manageable, and you break them down even further. So you're gonna describe your goal, give it a deadline, track your progress, decide what your first step is gonna be. All the detailed things are gonna be right here. So Data Designer is literally giving you a map to achieve your goals. It's not gonna do the work for you by any means, but it is gonna help you figure out how you can get to where you wanna be. So that is all I have today. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about Data Designer and how much I love it. For more tips and tricks on how to use planners and get organized, subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out earnspendlive.com.